Hey there, welcome back.
Ah, I do wish I could understand you.
Okay. I'm trying to remember the right order.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins? Uh-huh. I've always preferred experience to the second-hand accounts of lesser men. But to each their own. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? Witness declined to comment on nature of dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Oh, I'd imagine him quite displeased. Since their change in allegiance, these goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to dawdle. My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again.
All right. So, see how it says ritual at the bottom?
I smell dry.
Ritual spells don't cost you spell slot points. So here you can see I have 2 level 1 spell slots. So if I cast this on myself,
Keep their confidence.
I still have 2 level 1 spell slots. Because ritual spells are basically free to cast.
Just a moment. This man is recording my story. I am far from home.
As the colourful man starts scribbling, the bear sneaks a quick look at the page. His brow furrows. Incomprehensible squiggles surround a crude sketch. A bear disemboweling a clutch of tieflings.
It cracks me up.
I'm sleeping. Okay.
Alright, now that lets us use the elevator.
What's hiding here?
Now I don't go down here very often. But there's another bear down here. I can't even remember what this bear wants.
He didn't come back, did he? His smell is gone. He's gone. Master, he left with the weaponed 2 legs. He said he'd be back. But I can smell them, the weaponed ones, and I cannot smell him. He's not coming back. No, the woods have gone dark. There's too many predators lately, and I was never the strong one.
He's looking for the druid, the missing druid. We haven't talked much about their missing druid yet, because the storyline is more inside the door. All I can tell you is if you go up and grab this, all kinds of chaos happens.
Shh, I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle?
He lets out a tentative chirp. Gaining confidence, he starts a song, abandoning his nest-building efforts.
More for me.
So we can get that shining key. Now what that key does is it opens this thing up here. Now there is a... Yeah, I think the easiest way to get there as you walk around to here, then you jump to there. Of course, I took some damage doing that. And then the key opened it up. So we got some. This is all really good sellable items. This is where I needed the feather fall.
Find our master.
That's definitely a big jump.
Tell me what you find. Tell
All right.
only me.
And then of course this is all alchemy stuff here.
Fly quick. Fly safe. Speak. The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not.
Another natural 20.
Forgive me. It is not you I fear. It is my brethren. More follow Korga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe. It searches for news of Master Halsin.
That's the druid.
Only he can set this right. If he is gone, well, pray that he is not. He left with the adventurers. They went treasure hunting in an old temple near here. Master Halsin did not chase treasure. I do not know what he was chasing, but he never returned. I would prefer not to, but if Master Halsin does not return, Korga will give the order, And my voice will not matter.
Alright. Obviously, I can take all this stuff, because with her turning away like that, I can play the game where I steal, and trust me, I have done this many times where...
I thought you were Halcyon.
The boar prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Halcyon? Promise me a mate.
Well, I bet he did. Okay. So we're gonna do a short rest.
A brief respite.
Which gives us some healing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your senses, Koga? Release her.
She stole the idol of Sylvanus. She must pay the price.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Koga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
A death viper. You have milked their poison before. A single drop of it could kill that child in a heartbeat.
Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Koga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike. The death of a child. A timeless tragedy that never grows old.
But this urge thing is just out of control. Like, that'll get the kid killed. Oh my goodness. I don't have the heart. I really don't. No. Come on.
The words of the Tree Father, spoken plain. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Koga. Master Halcyon...
Halcyon isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Okay.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster? First you urge grace, then you speak truth. You surprised me twice over. A shame the grace period ends. The Viper's fangs have been bared. She must guard her brood. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
Okay. We're gonna separate.
No one. On my way.
Somehow he got... I got the order all messed up again. Anyways, separate. Hide.
Move unseen. Easy.
This is the big one. Olodan is asking to meet her at the swap docks. There's things you can steal. Varying levels of... And that's just maybe $6 I just got there. Most of the time, it's... I mean, you can diddle and daddle. It'll get you... You know, if you did the whole grove area, you could probably get a couple $100. So I'm not saying that it's nothing.
Let's hope for gold.
At least things have stayed interesting. I have something to ask.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
This medicatrix.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe. A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
Please. I'm resting.
The bird says nothing. Only the sound of its labored breath fills the silence.
So here's another one of those paintings. So Los is another character from their other game. I do have it. Divinity Original Sin or whatever. It's an okay game. I always get bored with it after the first chapter.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Seems so. Gave Master Halson a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening.
I pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options.
You don't have to be here for this.
Please, don't mind me. I'll just watch.
All right. Let's see what we can do. It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening? It recognized you as being infected. Well now, that's something. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself.
This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here.
You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers, telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Could be, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. The thing is, I've sent birds to find him, but the place is rotten with goblins. None of us can even get close. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Pretty. But I wouldn't take wyvern poison even if we do begin to turn.
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
So that's the big item. Getting the parasite specimen.
It's mine now. Watch your back.
Okay. So usually you don't need to be sneaking as long as she's not out here. Sometimes you'll get a spell out of these books. Sometimes. Right now we're just getting books that are usually worth 3 to 5 gold. There's one.
something over there.
That's curious.
There's another one. Too bad. We learned that one already. So then what we do is, see, we have an empty socket. And I believe we missed it. That goblin cave we went into, I believe the socket was in there.
What a day.
It's like a socket of a wolf or something like that. We were supposed to find it in another cave.
But no room.
So, if we had the socket, then we can open... Oh, I know where the socket is. Yeah, this is a tough one.
No, don't go there.
The socket is in his pocket. That guy right there. And I gotta save to do this one. This wolf is gonna see me. I'm trying to remember, is it the shift key? There we go. If you hold down the shift button, you can see whether or not it... If it's red, you can't hide.
Just like the time.
And there I can. Now I'm succeeding.
Let's have a rummage.
That's what I want to steal right there.
Don't mind if I do.
Okay, and then we gotta get out of here.
Come, Silver. Stay close.
Watch the shadows.
Because he's gonna know he got pickpocketed.
Take it one step at a time.
She's a child. A devil child. One who tried to steal from us. Yet she fell.
Okay.
How about this? It's broken. But not too bad.
There we go. Alright. You don't have to worry about stealing down here. Everything is stealable.
There's a wicked edge to this. I can feel the darkness in the blade.
Okay, I think that's everything. So I blindly just took stuff, so we gotta sort it out. First off, the spells. Then we have a robe of summer, which is way better than that crappy robe. The wyvern toxin, which I guess multiple of us have. That's fine. And then the Potion of Great Healing. We want to give that to her. And the thing to understand here... I thought I had more than one torch. I do. I have 2 torches now. Okay.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
So she has the greater healing potion, which does show up here. So that's one of the things you just got to make sure. And when you have somebody like this guy who's carrying a ton of stuff, you just got to be careful because it could get buried. I mean, you could do this. There's a lot of choices. You could even like that's only the rogue items. That's only your items. Like you can do stuff like that. I prefer the see everything. But yeah, there's lots of nuts. And then you even have like quick buttons here, which is representing this. So those are set to trigger automatically. And you got them here. And you could have it ask you if you want it to happen. So basically what this is saying is, if somebody walks by me and then tries to leave, I'm going to automatically attack them. And then, of course, the sneak attack and sneak attack critical, I'm going to automatically do those if I can. If I check these boxes, it's going to ask me if I want the trigger to happen or if I want to like let the person go. Sometimes the automatic attack can cause problems. Like if you're trying to sneak by something and attacking them is going to get you in trouble or whatever. Alright, and then,
what am I to do?
Like she has shield, which is asking for confirmation. And then the opportunity attack is not asking.
Don't touch me.
So then you got, let's see, this guy, whoops. Like that. And if I go to F1. Oh, see, look, I have another spell slot. Alright.
Keep your distance, darling.
Alright, we learned 2 more. She had an extra spell slot too.
Onward.
Must lug my guts through this hell. I'll give it a shot. On my way.
Oh, there was one more thing. That spear we got. So it's a 2-handed one. And we can give it to Lysel instead of the longsword. And here's what I'm talking about. So right now, look right here when the windows pop up. It says weapon enchantment +1. So even though the longsword she's using has magic on it, or no, that's comparing it to me. Here, let's look at just her. So she has a sword that does 6 to 19 damage. It'll do 2d6 +3, and then 1d4 of fire, right? This Sorrow weapon does 1d10 plus 4, which overall is less damage, 5 to 14. But see, it has a weapon enchantment of plus 1, which means it has a plus 1 chance of actually hitting its target. And the Everburn Blade does not have that. So even though it's a 2d6 plus 3, there is... normally that implies it's a plus 3 chance to hit. So the Everburn Blade... and my son argues with me about this one. He's like, yeah, but this does more damage. And he's not wrong. The issue here is sometimes you want to hit with your weapon. And so if I equip the Sorrow, I'm actually going to have a better chance of hitting. And it also does this sorrowful lash, which... oh, I got to hit the T button. So if you go there, that does an extra 2 to 5 damage. But it's a bonus action, so I think it just gives you the ability to add that to your attacks. So you can attack, with your main action, and then as a bonus action, you can do the lash. And you can argue that 2 to 5 damage, when you add it to this, is as good or better, but you now have a plus 1 chance of hitting. Also, I get the rush attack, which is something I woefully miss here. I still get the lacerate, which is the best of these three. And brace is not that good. But anyways, I don't know if you required that much convincing from me, but I just think that's overall a better weapon for her. I mean, this is just what you get when you start the game. And blue is better than green, by the way, as far as weapon quality. And yeah, so plus 6 chance to hit is right here. And if I put this on, plus 5 chance to hit. So I'm not saying it's horrible, but that extra plus 1 makes a difference. And like I said, and then it adds the this here. So now she can attack and do that. Now, mind you, this is a triangle or a bonus action, right? So if I'm healing myself, I can't also do that. But most of the time, you're not healing yourself. The biggest thing is this requires intelligence. You can see it shows INT there. And she has an 8. So she's going to get a -1 to that 2 to 5 damage there. Anyways.
Can't give up now.
Just want my bed.
Never wanted the easy path. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Okay, so we got the note that she needs to meet somebody down in the swamps. And we also got the girl released, which is up here.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Alright, so they gave us a locket. All it does is give you a spell that's a bunch of trinkets. So, Gale died because of my thing with the hand. But Gale has this issue where he needs to consume magical items or he explodes or whatever. And this item that we just got is the perfect first item to give him. Because it's a worthless item. I mean, you could sell it and get money for it, but...
It hurts! It hurts! Please, make it stop!
Don't you think it's awful?
We'll save you, poor soul.
The critters start a duet of their own, attempting to drown out the bard's music. They look at you expectantly.
Yes, yes, that's it!
Finally! A song to set our heads straight after that display. We should leave before the effect wears off. Away! Away!
I swear they added extra dialogue to this game. I do not remember ever being able to do that.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become. Words of mine will turn to ash when you cool the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Wait, that's it! This upon the stars tonight, smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Moon, sun, oh, remind me of your grace. Faith, care, all the love I can't repay. Moon, sun, oh, remind me of your grace. Faith, care, all the love I can't repay.
I swear they added more here, too. She didn't give that nuts. They definitely added more here. These guys are crazy. They had a complete game and they still added more.
Dance upon the stars tonight, smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Dance upon the stars tonight, smile and pain will fade away.
Definitely. They added more here. I'm not crazy. I know my memory is dull in some spots of this game, but this was
having trouble
way different.
finding the words. Lihala, my teacher and friend. Sorry. Damn it. This is embarrassing. God,
gods. I haven't finished a song since Lihala died. I haven't played at all, if I'm honest. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it. She'd yell at me for that meter and make me play it over and over again. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Finish the Weeping Dawn. For her. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this. Thanks. Lihala made me love music. The sound, the feel, the thrill. But when she died, it was gone. Until now, I'd forgotten what it was like. That itch in my fingers to perfect a song. The Weeping Dawn will be my gift to her. Thank you. I needed this.
Too sweet. Odiously sweet. The vomitous gall within despairs at your kindness.
Watch your back. Oh, for a skeleton king.
Dance upon the stars tonight. My pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash.
Alright, so this was an important one because we got the Cap of Curing. When you inspire an ally using Bardic Inspiration, they also heal 1 to 6. So now, the way you inspire somebody
Intestines throb.
is
Loud whispers.
right here. So like I can cast this on. See, and I just gave her +4. And Bardic Inspiration will give them a bonus to their die roll. So like when he's picking a lock, I can Bardic Inspire him, and that'll actually give him another bonus to his roll. And with this hat, it'll also heal them.
Very well.
You know when it auto saves like that, you're in for a treat.
Is someone singing?
Right, so before we engage...
Beautiful. One step at a time. That might be worth a look.
So I had the bright idea, well what if I jumped here, and then is it possible to jump through the waterfall? And the answer is yes and no. So you can jump into a secret area that, but it's not this one. Like, I don't think, there might be actually something behind there. All I can tell you is it's not worth the trouble. And I think you need more than jump. You might need fly or something like that. Alright, I'm going to save it now. Just spare me from having to jump again.
All is ash and meat.
And we're going to be fighting some sirens, which of course, or harpies, which are singing this song, and it's going to be potentially a problem. We'll find out.
Listen.
Your favourite drownings all take place in shallow water. Just a slice of the ankle tendons.
Don't you hear it? It's so peaceful. No, it's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer. Yes, everything's gonna be fine once I get there.
Okay, actually, our entire party is saved against the spell. That's amazing. Okay, well, actually, she wasn't. Alright, top thing to do is hit the person singing the song. So I'm going to move as far in as I can. And so what happened is that broke the song. So he's back to his wits, and so is she. Now that doesn't mean, like, one of the other ones could start singing. But I'm just going to go ahead and pick on the same one. And that's why having 2 crossbows is nice, because you get twice a chance to hit her.
Let's end this.
It stinks a lot more when he's the one that's being lured. Now, we got to get all of them, and as you can see, there are a lot of them. I can go after another one, but I think I want to... You want to finish off the ones that you can, if you can.
Come on. Can't stay idle.
Alright, so getting lured is something that he can't necessarily protect himself from. However, he could do Sanctuary, which will prevent them from flying in and attacking him. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So this means he can't attack them. If he does, he loses his Sanctuary status. But he can do this. Oh, nope. That made me lose my Sanctuary. Never mind. That was dumb of me. Yep. What did they do? They went right for him. I was so dumb. The spell Fairy Fire is a concentration spell, and so is Sanctuary. That's the thing. You only have one concentration spell. Right, the little kid's getting out of there. That's not good. We gotta get him up. Alright, we got one down.
Need to stay focused.
That did extra damage because she's in the water.
No choice but to keep going.
Everybody's lured again.
Skin you alive, you fell wretch!
What now?
You see how he's a really good healer? I mean, I know we're only level whatever, but... And then, did you see how she took no damage? Like, the plan... This is an awesome party combination. I highly recommend it to all of you. This luring song thing is hard to, It's sort of random, you know, because it's just dice rolls. But she got lured. He saved against it, so always go after whoever's lured. Because you gotta break the... And now...
Got to keep fighting.
Now we can... So, all of her stuff is gone. We're gonna go ahead and do the frost one. Ooh, it only did 2 damage.
Time to push my luck again.
Got her? Now let's see if we can get him too far away. It never hurts to jump. Bonus action is gone though.
You're mine.
And there we have it.
Are they gone? Who are you? Wow. I'm Malcolm. Oh no. I had to get the gold from the nest. Mole will be so mad. I got to go. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donny. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
That's the way we can all get in. So Dunny will open the real door.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Okay, and that part where the boy said I needed to get the gold, they must have had some kind of statistics in the game where people weren't realizing that there's gold back here. Because I'm telling you, that was never a part of the...
Let's have a look.
Wasn't a part of anything. But it does. It goes all the way back here. And they have a nest. Up here. And I think I gotta switch to Asterion. Because he's the only one that can... Well, anybody with athletics can do the jump. But it has to be a human. The halfling can't jump as far.
Let's see what those harpies report.
So yeah, you get 2 bones, a supply pack, this, another ring that's sellable. This is the big one. So there's this person, Miriam. Maggie Two Fingers won't be bothering you anymore. I paid her back in full. This guy named Edmund. I think this is a reference to Baldur's Gate 1. Because wasn't there Edmund in that game? He was our, I don't remember he was a warlock, but I think he was a magician that helped me. Money came from a mercenary group. I've agreed to a couple jobs in Icewind Dale. See, that's the thing. I don't remember an Edmund in Icewind Dale. But I remember one in Baldur's Gate 1. Anyways, long story short, I think it's showing that this is a really ancient letter. And then, of course, so I'll just take everything. There you have it. So that's the nest, if you will. I remember the first couple times I played this game, I thought this was all the further you needed to go. I didn't realize you could go all the way back. Oh, come on.
No time to rest. Have I been this way before?
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
Yes, I see.
Okay, for the most part, I think we got...
I do wish I could understand you.
We're going to be ready to leave the grove. So here we go. We'll talk to him.
He stares right past you as if you're invisible or boring. He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
And there you go. So yes, this is the other way in.
Don't get too attached to that comm, kids. I've got bigger plans for the city.
I need a quick word.
I had a feeling you'd be back. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed.
It's always nice to trade with her, take her money, because a lot of your junk fills up the shops. And then it makes it harder to find the stuff you want to buy in the shops. The books are almost always sellable without question. Oh, let's see. See, and it'll sell for 65. She doesn't have 65, so let's scratch that idea. And there you have it. I sold a bunch of junk and got all of her money, so now I don't
Anything
have to
else?
come back.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
I almost never steal the idol for them. It creates problems for the druids. Like, they get mad and start killing the tieflings and all kinds of stuff.
Look, don't take your eyes off my hand.
So this is the waterfall we were talking about, right? If I go through this waterfall, guess what? Does that look familiar to you? So you can see how it all connects together. And then there is another waterfall here, but it doesn't really go to anything. Now, there was a waterfall in her area that does connect to something. I'll show you in a bit here.
Again. Swing and swing and parry. And again. Swing and swing.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Okay, so see right here, persuasion +5, discount -25%. So he's doing the trading, but I really love it because I used to have to always exchange everything to his inventory, and now I don't have to. I think that's fantastic. Now, this is where, okay, now we can sell this for 65, and I will. It'd be nice to have a better short bow than this, or even a better longsword. I forgot to do, I know she already knows that spell. I'm pretty sure she already knows these spells. We'll deal with that in a second. So the thing I'm tempted to do is buy some kind of short bow. Again, this character is not meant to be an attacker, but if I do have to attack, it's sort of like, you know, I don't, but if I do, it's going to be Dos Equis. It's a Dos Equis commercial. And maybe I want to just, you know, let's improve his situation. I'm just looking. I don't see any daggers in this particular.
I wonder what the next move is.
She's fine. She's fine. We're going to be swimming in bows soon. That's the only reason why I hesitate. But it's only $80. So we'll buy it and put it on. And then sell that. And so he's got 800 bucks that we can eventually try to rob from him. But here you go. This is 20. And that's another 33. So we just got 50 of it back. Get 7 more. You don't really need these letters that much.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Alright, and then let's exit out. So the only thing I did that makes me unprepared
Whatever it takes.
was her spell book. So she knows all the spells except for this one. So that means we can sell them all.
Keep it together.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
$33, 20, 20, and 20. There, that was decent. we got another bit of money. From this point on, we're doing okay with money. We still have to get money as often as we can. Don't get me wrong, we need thousands and thousands of money before it's all over. But we're at least not scraping the barrel. And I think it's here. See how there's this ladder? That's something I never noticed before. And you can climb up, and there's stuff back here. Crate even, and then this ladder, I believe, exits the grove. I got a graphic glitch going on. And I'm not going to bother talking to him or anything yet. I want to go to the meeting place, and all he does is tell you
We're civilians now.
how it's a death sentence.
With respect, sir, being a Hellrider is for life. They can't take...
They can, and did. Avernus changed things. Best we get used to that.
Yes,
Over here.
Zephyr.
Let's keep to the shadows.
That's junk. Rotten food is junk. Well, that one was good.
Still in control. Just.
So what that did is it took us to... It's like a quiet grove. And see the... I was able to get here by jumping from somewhere. And I was so excited because I thought this was like a secret area. And you can actually just reach it from where you were. Now there's blood spots here, and Karlach is actually right there. So if you've played this game before and you're trying to figure out, okay, where is things, this is where Karlach is. And so you could, theoretically, if you can jump well enough, you can jump from here to here, and you end up on this side of the river, which is not going to get you to Karlach, at least not easily. But it's a very interesting path to take.
Should mind my step.
And there's actually someone to talk
The
to.
goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight. There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line? I'm sure you're good for it. Just leave the gold on my corpse. After seeing you at the gate, I'm sure you'll last longer than us. Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it.
So yeah, like I said, this is a way to get out, and it's, I don't know, it's interesting. You bypass a whole bunch of stuff. It's a bit of a shortcut, in fact. But you can also just jump straight out of here. Obviously, you're going to lose some hit points if you do. So maybe we shouldn't.
First step is the hardest. Seems simple enough.
Please. I've been through enough.
That helped.
So we do our short rest.
These tieflings prove fragile. I have a mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. The survivors, not soldiers.
I failed to see the distinction.
Okay, so the first thing you do when you get out of here is you turn right, and it's amazing how many people miss this. But there's something up here. And you have to jump up the initial part. But then you can climb up the cragged rock. And you go further back. And if you hold down the Alt key, you can see there's some things you can pick up. Ingredients for alchemy. And a dragon egg mushroom.
But that will fit in my pack.
And balsam is good because balsam is used for healing. Healing potions. But that's not why you come up here. You gotta keep going up the ladder. He always scares me when he does this. But this is usually one of the spots he'll show up.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
Why does he look different?
What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service. It's not every day one meets such a cavalier sinner as yourself. A true, bloody pleasure. I'm rather the admirer of the sanguine arts, even if I wasn't quite born under a killing moon myself. Shall we withdraw? We have much to discuss, to our mutual satisfaction. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere. The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Not easily rattled, I see. Good. Makes the next part that much more straightforward. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Come now, why play hard to get when you're in deep over your tadpoled head? One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that. And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I've a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease. I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Okay, that's not the reason to climb up here, although this is one of the places he shows up. He'll show up at a bridge if you would have gone the other way. One is this one, the Silver Pendant. If you have no cleric in your party, you can get the guidance spell, which is something that clerics, you know, cast on each other.
The necklace has a Harper sigil. Why were they here?
And yes, it has a Harper sigil. Now, normally I can cast guidance on someone else. But I believe I can cast it on my... well, no. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it to my mage. So now my mage, until I find something better, can give guidance to me or to the rogue whenever he does his rolls. So it's a pretty important item if you don't have a cleric in your party that does it. I happen to have a cleric. I am 2 levels of cleric. But I don't think you can do guidance on yourself. That's always the issue. You want 2 people in your party to have it. So if I'm having a conversation and I'm doing a persuasion check, somebody else can do guidance on me, and then I can do guidance on them. Alright, so... I thought there was... oh yeah, there's a chest right here.
What's in here? With haste.
So, nice little set of items. I mean, I guess it's nothing to be super excited about, I guess, but that little necklace is really good to have. If you decide to make a like a party of 4 fighters, for example, that little necklace gives you the guidance you need to, you know, get some bonus to some rolls. You know, normally if you have a party with a cleric in it, it's an automatic. You have guidance. It's an extremely important cantrip for passing dice roll checks. And you always got to make sure that they come down. So this is the other side of the goblins. Remember we killed those goblins in that cave and then healed the guy? This is where they came in at. Then, my apologies, I gotta take a quick break. Okay, let's get rocking. This is where it starts to finally get more fun. and how close are we to leveling up? Not even slightly close.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
He's hurt badly. An owlbear got him deep. If there's anything you can do...
I'm watching you.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them. He's a true soul. Mind him. He will... He...
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
What?
It killed one of us. It killed Edwin. It's an enemy of the Absolute. You're right, sir. The beast must be destroyed.
The cave is just ahead. It was too much for us before, but if you could help us, True Soul, we may stand a chance.
They spoke of the Absolute. Same as that Goblin Sazza. Curious.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Most corpses feel like toys before you, to be played with and discarded when you tire. This body seems different. A friend calls out from the corpse, desperate to be freed. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
Alright, so we got a tadpole. We want to collect those. Right there, the parasite specimen. I could have sworn I grabbed another one, but maybe it was a dead one. That's okay. So, the parasite specimen, at some point we'll be able to use them. Right now we're just collecting them.
If not over.
A vain notion.
Oh, I never looted them.
Will not be a burden to my queen.
There we go, we get some food. We should probably go up to this bridge as well, but I like to go down here first. And this is the owlbear cave. But we're not going to go in it yet. We're going to go over here.
want to have a word.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly. I told you to go.
Ah.
What are you doing? Get back! There's death in your scent, but not in your words. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest. It's not over yet. He'll wake up. Of course he will. And then we'll return home. We were attacked. Cackling, furry things on two legs. And their smell, it was strange, rotten, evil. No, I won't leave him. If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
So this is where I'm going to give the notes to Lysel, because he's basically a mailman. And I think if you get far enough in the story, you can actually deliver that mail. I might be wrong. It's been a long time.
Don't mind if I do.
Because there's a whole thing where the mail service wants the dog back too.
Something good here. I hope.
Something over there.
And this takes us into where the we can go in where the owlbear is, except it's up above, so you can attack it from above and not get clobbered by it. But we're gonna go talk to these people.
How would you punish someone who wronged you? Oh, say murder, I said.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
This is it. I guess we go inside?
Let's see.
Alright, so before we fight the owlbear, we're gonna turn left.
Over there. A shrine to Saluna.
Don't
There's
open
magic
this.
keeping this chest sealed. I can feel its aura.
Just like it said, there's magic. There we go. And if somebody succeeds, there's a prayer sheet.
Blessings from the Moon Maiden, and bearing the same symbol as that chest.
I believe reading it alone was sufficient, but I could be wrong. So we pick it up, and now we come back.
Moon Maiden's grace. It's open.
You should leave it, or even destroy it if possible.
I do.
Thank you for understanding. There is work
So
to
then
do.
what you do is you just make her go
Let's
away.
try this way.
Let's
And
move.
while she's gone, open it. I don't know what that was for. The dice roll check. I mean, to spoil you completely, this is the same ritual that Shadowheart was going through. But something went wrong during the ritual, and she ended up getting sucked into this cult of darkness. And that's what she's affiliated with right now. But she was really a saloon person. She just doesn't know it yet.
Sacred rites of passage.
And of course, that's why she hates this, whoever, the darkness person is. It's Saloon's sister. And of course they don't like Saloon at all.
Let's have a look.
That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
We're gonna save it here. This is, this can be a big battle. Remember, we're playing honor mode, so there's gonna be two owlbears, a mother and a father.
It's just a head. It's huge. I'm not sure I can do this.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
You're right. We can handle this. And we'll do it for Edwin.
I am fury. I am death.
Another fight. Let's go.
We don't want them killing the baby, though. Talk to me, Goose.
Time to strike.
Well, so much for peace.
we're gonna wait. We need
Sometimes
an
the
owlbear to
only way
kill them.
out is through.
Ah. We can't have it killing the baby. These guys really aren't our allies. The baby, however, is an ally. Or can be.
Keep guessing.
My faith will protect me. Victory awaits.
They're dying for me.
That's what we were looking for.
Swift and lethal.
I was gonna say, that's what we need right there.
Can't give up. Not now. Let my name be known.
I won't give in.
Not going to last much longer.
You saw the arcane ward.
I'm ready. Victory awaits. I will not know failure.
Oh, come on.
Still breathing, despite everything. Where do I go from here?
Can't afford to let up.
Need to get her some healing potions.
Ah! 'Cause I will not know failure. 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 'Cause I will not know failure.
death's cold grip. Behold the dance of death.
Talk to me.
Time to kill.
Survival is all that matters.
That owlbear hates Shadowheart for some reason.
Concentrate.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Let's end this.
Okay, I don't know what to do. Usually this owlbear cub
Still on my feet.
I want to talk to it. I don't want to shoot it. We definitely don't want to kill the cub. So maybe we
Can't slow
run
down.
away.
There's blood in the air. On the way.
Ready. On the move. Victory awaits. Make way.
Of course he's going to chase us. I've never had this happen before. You kill the mom and then the baby talks to you.
My faith will protect me. Moving. Swift and lethal.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
This will do nicely.
Oh, come on.
To focus. Onward.
Time to strike. My path be true.
Breathe deep and move.
Need to act fast.
Okay, so we all fled from combat.
One day I'll catch a break.
I mean, I guess we could camp while we're here.
I'm so glad I found... Wait, it's me. It's Althera from the Grove. I'm sorry for barging in like this, but I had to come find you. You've... well, inspired me. I want to stand on my own 2 feet, to prove that I can be half the bard Lihala was. I want to join you, to fight by your side. I want to help people, as you've helped me. True, but I'm a bard, remember? I want to do more than sing about other people's adventures. I want to make my own stories. And I can't think of anyone else I'd rather share that with. But I can fight. I won't hold you back. I swear it.
As long as she doesn't start serenading me. I've had enough of bad poets singing of my looks.
Please. Oh, please. Yes! Thank you. You won't regret it. I won't let you down. I promise.
You open your eyes with a lurch, and you are not in your bed. You stand above a body which is in a state of gore nearly beyond recognition. The body of that brave girl who earnestly swore to devote her life to your cause. Her blood covers you, and its warmth feels like the embrace of an old friend. You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds and aches.
This is, like, whoever wrote this story, they're dark. They're very dark. And I have to admit they did a good job. Because knowing who he is, because I've played the game, and I do know who he is, and what the Dark Urge comes from. I mean, it makes total sense, and it's completely thematic, and as it should be. It's just that it's always troubling to play as the Dark Urge. You know, I like it. It violates my paladin self. I can't even pass that check. Man, there's another 20. Holy buckets.
Dozens and dozens of wounds on the corpse. The killer did not stop savaging it, even when she was long gone. And your dominant arm aches. It aches from stabbing over and over. No matter how it appears, the body is there, and her blood is on your hands. The question flows through your mind. Who are you, really, that you could be guilty of such bitter business? Something wicked must have woken you. The contemptible pervert within must have lavished slash after slash upon the girl. But where, oh where could that monster have come from? If only you knew yourself better. You don't have much time for reflection now. You need to act. You may only have a few moments before the others awaken and begin to cast blame for the hot sin before you. Your misdeed is bright and clear as the dawning day.
Another waif dead before her time. I wonder how it happened.
Here's hoping the explanation is less sloppy than the kill.
Now, I can't help but notice that one of us is positively drenched in blood. So?
She was brutalized. The killer knifed her many times after she was dead. Was it you? The blood speaks for itself. Why? The parasite must be affecting you deeply.
The worm in your head has never slept more peacefully. You know in your heart it was something deeper, hungrier.
Even if it was the worm, this was peculiar indeed. I'll be watching.
An uneasy feeling lingers in the air. As the Inquisition departs, you are left alone with a familiar headache.
Now, this decision is important. You can choose to go deeper into your darkness, and obviously, this will also. And if you do continue to embrace your darkness, you actually start to get free items, and we're going to encounter the guy who gives you the items soon. But yeah, you actually get gifts, and it is totally a viable way to play.
One more failed adventurer, gone to the mud now.
And there's nothing you're going to do to avoid killing Alfira.
You spot a name on the dog's collar. Scratch.
Okay, I meant to have this on.
I should speak up.
Hope you're keeping well, friend. Master. Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
Okay, so we have Scratch in our party.
Good here. I hope.
Alfira. And in a sick and twisted way, we're gonna use her loot. Alright, and let's leave camp. And I'm gonna go back and see if we can talk to this bear now. If it's still here. It may not be here anymore. It's not. Well, I hope I can still rescue it. Having the owlbear in your party is actually a really good addition. So it's a medium armor. Undead creatures get radiant damage. But any beast that hits the wearer deals additional damage. I mean, it's clearly better than what I'm wearing now.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
An owlbear egg? These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
And like I said, those two, brother and sister, they were gonna attack me even back there. The fact that they lived this long, it might be a Dark Urge thing, because I actually got an inspiration point for sending them back here.
Let's see what this does.
Your sour face is tiring, Shadowheart. By all means leave if I am so distasteful.
I'd rather not turn my back on you, if it's all the same.
An empty mind flayer vessel. If its occupant survived, then nowhere to be seen.
If you must, Astarion. But give me so much as a hungry look, and I'll drive a stake through your heart.
Strange. It looks healthy, but
I do so very like
it's stone
spicy
dead.
food. Who cares about some pig? It's dead. Let's go.
This is interesting. Usually there's a dialogue where we can incriminate Astarion. But I think it's because you have to find it before you know that he's a vampire. It's for when you don't know he's a vampire yet. Very interesting. Okay, when we cross this, those guys who left before us should be on the other side. Dead.
I told them to run, the idiots. You better turn north here, or you'll end up like them.
Damn it. I wish we could at least have given them a proper burial.
Thought you was busy with the foul bloods in Elson's Grove. Not no more. The contract didn't mention no goblins. I would have prepped the lads, brought better weapons. The kind that leaves half your crew dead. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die. I'm just glad to be rid of the bloody thing. Happy hunting. Come on. We're wasting time.
Now we get to loot them. Okay. Lots of choices here. Through here are goblins.
Something's waiting up ahead.
We don't want to go that way. To the left is, I would classify that as the last thing you want to do. There's a lot of really tough monsters that way, and Auntie Esther is also down there.
So, you and Lae'zel. Seems
Please don't remind me. But keep your guard up with her.
no.
So we can sneak up into the goblin area up this way. In fact, there's, I think, roots or whatever we can climb up. But one of the things I want to do is right here, actually.
You find what? You're so efficient. Why not have
There's a skeleton here. And there's a stealth +2, sleight of hand +2 ring. So we give that.
Careful, I bite.
That's an awesome ring. It does make his charisma go down, but who cares? And when we get to his skills, you can see his sleight of hand is now 10. So we get a +10 to his die rolls. His stealth is also not too shabby. Very, very important ring.
What now? How much further can I go? Might be useful.
And then up here somewhere should be a skeleton. I think it's under a bridge, so we're going to keep going until we get to the bridge.
That might be worth a look.
And there we need somebody strong enough to move the rock.
I crave blood.
Do you have someone waiting for you in Baldur's Gate, Astarion? A sweetheart, perhaps?
So we got our first potion of invisibility.
No sweethearts, no. I prefer the savory.
Alright, we're encumbered. So when that happens, just take your armor, move it to someone stronger. Your mage is usually not the strongest, but in case you were wondering, your weight is here at the bottom. And so once you've passed that, you're encumbered, and then you're seriously encumbered. And you can see as I move it over, the weight goes down and this weight's going up. So she actually had plenty of room. So does he. We're actually fine in the weight department. I'm just giving all my stuff to the one person.
Light on my feet.
Now, we can climb up. I'm not sure I want to. I have a method, and right now my method is just to go here and get this stuff. Then we're going to come back. There are certain battles that are a little challenging until you get a chance to level up. And we're all level 3 right now. Be nice to be level 4 before I do this particular part, if I would have climbed up. And then we have... Come over here. There's a dead toll collector. And if I click on Lizelle, she has that amulet, or at least I thought she did, or no, I have the amulet.
I have a lot on my mind.
I have an amulet that lets me... Why don't I see it? Here. Speak with the dead. Now you only get so many questions before it disappears.
You lifelessly.
Jumped to escape. Broken. Gold basement locked. Anywhere. Away. Safety. I fell. Dropped key. Vaults.
I guess I was able to ask all the questions. So you could do this with any dead body you find. In fact, I never tried with those skeletons under the bridge. I probably should have.
Questions.
I don't know if they still need to have the flesh on them or what the deal is. But yes, so the key
Another step forward.
fell,
Maybe I need more pockets.
and I believe it's down there. So if you hold down the Alt key, it'll show up right here. And man, I hate to do this to you, but I was like, I feel like I should be able to go back and talk to those skeletons, but
Seems like a good moment to talk.
something tells me I don't think you can.
One horn. This is the devil Will has been tasked to kill.
Me! Never been better. Oh, fuck me. It's you, from the Nautiloid. Please tell me I found you before those so-called Paladins of Tyr did. Good. Great. Glad I don't have to kill you.
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that? Fuck's sake. Mountains as far as the eye can see. Guess that explains the voices. From that peek I got into your head, you've made some inroads trying to get the thing sorted. But alas, no joy. I'm Karlak. And you are... Well met, soldier. Now that we're old pals, how would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? A little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good at killing demons. Really good. So good, Zariel, the archdevil herself,
made me her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. It took me 10 years to properly escape, but now I'm free. Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me down. But believe me when I tell you, I'm not going. The latest yappy little dogs she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down? Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. After we've mopped them up, we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
A warrior who winks at her foes while she slays them. You'd be a fool to refuse her.
So there is a mod. I don't know if it exists anymore, but it did back then, where you can have everybody in your party. So like an 8-person party or a 10-person, I don't remember the number. And it is fun because, you know, you have to choose between each of these characters. They each have very deep storylines. But if you have them all in your party, then the storylines are, you know, you get to experience them all. It does make the game a little bit easier, of course, because, you know, you have 8 people who get to attack every round.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full. I'll catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
I struggle with barbarian classes in just about every game I play. The idea of somebody who does a lot of damage but doesn't wear armor, it's not a very appealing concept. Okay, the Paladins of Tyr are up there, like she said, except that's the battle I was telling you about that's a little too challenging. But we can go up the hill now that I think about it. This is that bridge again. Well, different bridge. We don't want to cross that bridge yet. So we're just going to go back.
Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
The creature's eyes roll back in its head, equal parts bliss and agony. Her offals smell irresistible. And while her blood feast has filled her, the hyena is not yet sated.
Come! See! My flesh becomes new flesh!
You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones, and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. You engrave her pained mules upon your heart. Her back arches impossibly, a grace made possible only by it being broken. You land a swift strike against her skull. She yelps, then goes still. Whatever horrific creature was growing inside the hyena dies along with her.
I don't remember the name of them, but like they turn into the walking. I have an ear of one of them. Oh, that's a hyena. But anyways, they do. They turn into like a hobgoblin-ish thing. And that guy's gonna go try to call for some others.
Quickly.
So we gotta move forward and take it out.
easy.
Time to strike. This is your end.
That stinks.
Where's it running off to?
Can't give up.
Blood comes easy these days.
I will ascend. You bow or you break.
Never seen that before.
Certainly puts the
A knoll.
miracle of birth.
They
to the
turn into
light.
knolls. That's the word I'm looking for. Knolls.
Best to move before the blood draws more of them.
Open up.
Okay, so what that's saying is I can speak with him. It does say you can recast Speak with the Dead without expending a spell slot. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Gnolls. Tearing. Biting. Boss. Baldur's Gate. The Guild. Rugen fled north. Lucky son of a tavern hideout. Secret.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Sorry.
Anything of use?
Okay, there's more up here. And it's a fairly tough fight. They're all level 4.
Should mind
So
my
we're going to
step.
save those for later. We need to go where those goblins were and take care of that first. That's easier experience points. And this is that bridge. So we absolutely could have climbed up to the top of the bridge. In fact, that's what we should have done. We should have gotten Garlac and then come down this way and up the bridge. That's the more efficient path. And right here, this is where I've run into the devil before. So there's a lot of different things going on here. This is the... I fully confess I laughed when I saw this scene, but it is disturbing. I will save it, because it can be a tough battle.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Leave it. Whoever's inside doesn't want an audience, and I don't want to fight.
What the hell are you doing?
I failed.
Ruined. Smash! Oh, smash you!
Don't disturb a half-ogre in the making.
What should I do?
Get out! Out!
Let my name be known.
Can't even catch my breath.
Swift and lethal.
Still on my feet.
I mean, we could cast spells. I'm sort of being stingy with my spell casting at the moment, in case you haven't noticed. Alright, that's not good.
I am fury. I am death. It does it.
Well, so much for peace.
I can't take much more.
go. They usually don't let you talk to whoever you just killed.
Corpse seems willing to speak, but not to its killer.
Can't slow down.
I mean, they did kill somebody. And yeah, if you want to be thorough, like I said, it's a lot of it's a waste of time. But every little dollar helps. Oh, that's right. We're on this part of the... So if we come around this way, we don't have to go through the gate. And we got this guy here, who's sleeping.
Blueprints for some devilish weapons. Our friend was a fine blacksmith.
What's in here?
What a convoluted way to walk around. Alright, be a little careful, because this takes you down into a lair that you don't really want to go down into.
I need a quick word.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Oh, I'm rolling for the wrong person. Alright, so the peaceful route gave me like 100, 125 experience points. That's as good as fighting them.
Nothing hurts.
I mean, you might get some loot or whatever, but don't get too excited about the loot from these goblins. And like I said, this takes you to a dungeon down below.
Don't waste a step.
We'll do that, just not now. My first step was to get these goblins to agree not to attack me, which we accomplished. And now we're gonna go up and deal with these guys.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Look what we got here. Another little birdie wanting to fly. Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for rights. What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly. You want this little cave lurking what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
I ain't got much stomach for a fight. Better just put on a show and scare this one off.
The goblin's nostrils flare, as if trying to judge you through smell alone.
We're leaving.
What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to...
I said we're leaving! There's plenty of sport and rich pickings out there for us. Move it!
Fresh meats. Scared meats. Yes.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
We should keep moving. Nothing. The trick of the light. I'll take you as I find you. Now let the matter rest. Let's just move along. Time's a rare currency for both of us.
She's a bit of a snot. If you hit the wrong button, he goes flying in the sky. The rotten fruit is not even worth getting. Alright, so these boots, they're interesting. So when you dash, which means you run, they gain 3 lightning charges. So then when they attack somebody, it does they do like a little bit of extra lightning damage as well. I mean, it works. It's not the best mechanic in the world, but it works. It's good to give to a melee person, because they're usually the ones that will be dashing. Because if they're too far away from being able to hit somebody, you typically dash with them. Whereas the archers aren't going to dash as much.
Curious.
Still alive. So that's progress. Pave my path with corpses. Build my castle with bones.
Cut me loose! Baga Kamara. Those pustulant thugs. Well, get on with it. You saved me, now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes? Nothing? My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on.
Alright, so we ended up getting 45 for that. We're getting close. We're 249 away. There's still 2 more things to do here. Well, I guess technically 3. First up is this chest. There's a key somewhere. I don't know, maybe it's one of these guys that have the key. There's a way to get the key for this, but I usually don't bother.
crooked touch.
When you got a proper thief with you. Look at all these nice, juicy bonuses. To start a combat, the wearer gains momentum for 3 turns. Now this can also be good. Momentum is... their movement speed is increased by 1.5. So this could be good for, especially like a rogue where you want to get in with your daggers, right? Right now we just want to give it to somebody who can use a helm. I mean, you could argue that Lizelle should have it. I mean, until we find a better item, I guess she should. So we'll give it to her. Okay, this drops you into that under area, the same area with the spider webs. Don't want to do it just yet. This also takes you to that under area. So, actually there's 2 different under areas. This one is a bit of a maze, but very doable. I believe this one takes you to a spider's lair. Actually, maybe both of them do. I gotta think about it. But the 2 things I'm thinking of, there's the spider's lair, which I know this one takes you to. It's a tough battle, especially at level 3. We want to get up another level if we can first. That's why I'm trying to complete all these quests and get these easier experience points. This one takes, because we found the old blacksmith blueprints with the sleeping hobgoblins that we stole. They were actually on the wall. I forgot to click on them. But anyways, the old forge, the blacksmith forge that he has, is underneath here. And I'm pretty convinced that's a different dungeon than the spiders. And you enter that through this. And then over here in this door, this is like an old inn, and there's a crap ton of alchemy stuff. So spend all day. You get a potion of sleep, potion of healing, an antidote.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Alright. So then the ledger here.
It says there's a cellar here somewhere.
Told you there's a cellar. And these goblins are looking for something here. They were ordered to find something.
I see one.
And then this book is the Rule of 3. It's a bit of a read. 3 of the same ingredient forms an excellent something. That is generally true. And so the entrance to the dungeon is here. So then this takes you somewhere as well. And the thing that's inside of here is what these goblins are looking for. And I think we can do this one. This one probably is not so bad. So let's go grab that one. So like I said, there's the blacksmith area. This is not it. There's the spiders. This is not it. So there's actually 3 things under the ground here. So we got this one. We should level up once we finish this. Alright, so I picked up quite a few potions of healing. I got 15 in fact. And I think if I hold down the control key... No. Let's, oh, split item. So I want to take 3 of them. give them to Shadowheart. Lizelle has some, so now everybody has at least some. And in fact, I'm going to switch it around. I'm going to give 12 to her and keep 3, because I'm going to pick up more, as I'm the one that's always looting.
Time to press ahead. Something good here, I hope.
Just some ink. Yep, right there's another one. Potion of healing. And you can take like the large bottle. Like I said, you can go hog wild with taking items that'll sell for 1 or 2 gold each. And then we have the healer's log. Now it's very important that you look at this, because one of these recipes is going to be used later in a question that's asked of you. And just reading the book will give you the right answer to choose from. Then for the potion of healing, it's just telling you need rogue's morsel and suspension of mare grass. There is a suspicious poison.
That's curious.
An elixir of poison resistance. Another potion of healing. And some more alchemy. And if we go to the alchemy again, so we can make a suspension of mare grass. And then up here under potions, I can make a potion of healing. And then these are the other recipes that we know based on things that we found. And you can see like 3 belladonnas, 3 mugworts, and so forth. So yeah, as we learn recipes or whatever, they'll just show up in here. And then you can filter on craftable only, so it can show you... I don't know why it did that. There's nothing in there, but it's saying extract all 7 ingredients. There we go, 3 new recipes unlocked. Looks like we can make a greater healing potion. So we'll go ahead and do that. And it looks like we can make some potions of speed. I do like this button. Extract all ingredients. So there you have it. We were able to make some stuff. And you gotta be careful because, like, there's things in her alchemy pouch that you probably need to move over to his alchemy pouch. It's not... and so forth. But yeah, that's the general idea. I'm going to save it, because we wasted a lot of time there. And here, you saw we noticed a secret item, so you got to move the box out of the way. There's a lever underneath. But grab that painting first. Paintings can sell for really good money. They take a lot of inventory space. Alright, so here, if we can get the camera angle right, I want to shoot that. So that little trick is something that took me a long time to figure out. And if you've played this game before, what happens is this skeleton surprises you. So you spend a whole turn surprised, and then what he does is he goes to every other one of these, and another skeleton pops out, and another one, and next thing you know, you're being overwhelmed
Always room for more.
with skeletons attacking you. But now that we killed the first one, see, they're all... See how we got surprised? They're all dead.
Light on my feet.
That's curious.
I don't know why I can't click on it. I don't think she knows that one. There we go, we got a nice 6 healing out of that. And see, there's just a bone in each one, but I promise you, there would have been one that pops out of each one. Yeah, so this was an important one. I don't want to call it a quest item. It's a side quest item, let's put it that way. Basically, a madman was down here trying to resurrect Zirkus. And then there's this, which we're going to give to her.
I'm ready.
So we just learned a spell. Which one can I take out? I'm going to get rid of my regular familiar, and we're going to put this one in.
Oh, shit-pilling toe-rag! Never summon shovel, never feed shovel, now call shovel!
You recognize the tiny fiend, a quasit. Wicked creatures, often used as familiars.
Wait, you're not Illy? The blacksmith, the teacher, the grocer, the baker, little piggies to the butcher. So, you're Shovel's master now. Fine. Master Illy, wonderful. He tricks them, heals them, then they die. So sudden, so mysterious. Shovel comes, Shovel takes them, then we raise them, make them walk. Necromancer, your kind call him. Fun, I call him. Don't know, don't care. Wait, are you horny? For the book? Illy never shuts up. Book this, book that. Blah. Oh, Master should go see. Talk to the mirror, and remember, balsam, good for burns.
Oh wow, he was honest that time. He usually lies. So we get this little thing called shovel.
Go on, mirror knows.
This way. Better take that.
I've got a long road ahead.
Alright, and this is really going to test my memory banks, this next part.
Speak your name.
My master stands as tall and proud. You are not Ilintoth. If you are his ally, step forward and declare it. Only a true ally of Ilintoth may pass. What think you of the Zolkir known as Zastan? You are no Zolkir, but are you wise? Tell me, why might one use balsam ointment?
Ah, it does lie to you. The Quesit is evil. It's to clean a wound, because we read the book, remember? Otherwise, he'd treat burns.
Acceptable. Finally. If you could see anything in me, what would it be? No. This is my purpose. I know nothing else, but you cared to ask. No others ever did. Thank you. Be welcome.
And there you have it. We made it in. And we got 25 experience points. And there's some goodies here. Some of them are actually worthwhile. Lots of books to read. And I'm sorry, but you could just pause if you need to read them. So this basilisk oil I just picked up. It turns a petrified creature back to organic form. So there are places in the game where you do run into petrified creatures, and I use the oil on it. And like I'm holding onto this oil for hours and hours of gameplay because like I know that there's these spots. And it actually does work, but it's so trivial. Like, I give them credit that they put that stuff in the game, but I just wish they would have rewarded me a lot more for being smart enough to know to even go do those things. Anyways. That's his research notes. I think we want to come up here, get that rusted key, grab some more poison, some gems, it's like pulling my finger, pull the lever, that's the way out, we don't want to go that way yet, just come back in, up here might be some spells. We already have one of those. We already have one of those. We don't have one of those. And we already have those. It's still good money.
A young cave bear, killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown.
And another antidote. The different hags. Bracers of defense. You gain +2 armor class as long as you're not wearing armor or holding a shield. And that is good for the mage. Yes, it works. This is not considered armor. It's considered clothing. And then, what else was I gonna do here? There was something else. Oh yeah. Can at least learn one more spell. So we will. Alright, so this area is a little bit trapped.
All's well that ends. Oh, not as bad as it could have.
Like right there. Okay, so the Bardic Inspiration.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
I can do it again now. Now that he used it. So heal them some more.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out.
So that rusted key that we went back for. And then this is just goofy because the angles.
Watch your back.
But everybody failed their perception.
A quick rummage.
Alright, so let's get everybody out of here. Everybody failed the perception, so we're going to just let him go in alone. And you can see that that's at least a trap to disarm. And then there's this book. So it's basically the Book of Depth. And so it's a cursed book.
Can't afford to stay idle.
If you have a cleric, you can actually cast guiding light, like a pure holy thing on it. And when you do that, the book actually turns into a really powerful creature. I can't remember what it is, but it's really hard to kill. So you don't want to do it at this current level. They'll wipe your party. But it's definitely something you could do. But whoever picks up the book and reads it, you get things. I mean, I could do it as a bard. I mean, you have to pass like arcane tests and sometimes wisdom tests. And if you can get all the way to the end and decipher the whole book, and there's quests you have to do. You're not going to just be able to decipher it right here in this basement. But if you do the quests and you finish everything, you can ultimately summon, basically you could summon like 4 or 6 zombies. And they're basically going to fight for your party. So it's definitely necromancy, type of stuff. You can... the ideal person to do it is a cleric, to be quite honest, because most of the checks are wisdom checks. Who has the best wisdom in the party?
Can't give up now.
12, 10,
My faith will guide me.
10, and 10. It is the bard.
Still in control.
Sure.
Just.
With our Dark Urge
the book
background.
is locked tight with no visible keyhole. Only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You can sense something dark about this tome. Something profane.
See, destroy.
Cursed book. How obvious. Whoever opens it deserves the fate that befalls them.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
That looks terribly heavy. Why don't you let me carry it for you?
It is true. He wants to definitely... Like I said, you're not at the right level to destroy it. And I don't even think we have the right spell at the moment. We might. It's not a high-level spell. Sure, I'll tuck it in my backpack.
Moving ahead.
So, do I let Astarion look at it? I mean, he wants to, and I think he even, like, protests things if I don't let him. Sure. He's the kind that likes looking at stuff like this anyways.
The book is locked tight, with no visible keyhole. You try to examine the book. You feel the dark...
Curious.
Okay, so we need the thing for his mouth
All's well that
before we can
ends.
read it anyways, so...
Not as bad as it could have. Dream in red.
Not enough to level up. I thought we would. What we got left? We got the spider. Oh yeah, we got this. I'm gonna save it again. This next part's a little tricky.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food. The mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the absolute. Indeed. How regrettable that your meat must go unsavored. Food? Food. Not food. Friend.
Okay, so we can battle them and kill them, get the experience points, and one of them in particular has a really nice magical item, or they will actually fight for us. We could, for example, go somewhere and ring a bell or whatever and call them for help, and they'll actually join the battle on our side. And ideally, they'll die in that battle, and then we still get to loot them. I found it to be a little bit buggy, because the places where I really need their help are the places where they don't come. Because of, like, underground, or they're just, you know, I blow the whistle and they won't listen to it. So, I prefer to just...
I've no use for the absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only. Gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold. And the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss Goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal. No talk. We follow the sense of blood and gold to all lands fertile, friend. And this land proves particularly fruitful. Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand, and you a delicacy. Were I so lucky?
Yeah, so this is where you have to actually pass a check to get them to join you. Yeah, let's try it.
I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion. Make me an offer. Tempt me.
And the thing is like, I can deceive them. I can convince them that you just get to eat whoever you kill. I just want to kill them.
It's dinner time, boys.
And then, of course, you have this issue. Oh no, I learned you can jump. To get past your party, you just jump over them. I actually want him to be visible, because I want them to waste their attack on him.
Nothing will stand in my way.
And then I'm gonna do Sanctuary. So I'm not gonna harm a creature, I'm just gonna harm this. Oh gosh, did you see it made my Sanctuary go away? That is not a creature, folks. That's annoying. That's twice now I've done this.
Over here.
I did 0 damage.
Got to focus. On the move.
Alright, this one we don't want to hold back on. Arg my hole. Alright, they got my they have a lot of hit points.
Oi! You fire them ogres, then you fire with me!
He's the bigger threat.
Let's end this.
See, I got the Sanctuary for 9 more turns. So I can't attack anybody. So yeah, we will heal somebody. Not enough to kill him.
Ready.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, come on, they killed him? I knew that goblin was going to be a problem. That's why I was attacking it. And then I wasted my healing spell too. I can revive him. But you know what? I saved the game. We'll just give it another go. Sorry about that. I knew it was challenging.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Maybe going around this way would be better. It's because the goblin sees me. Like this one right here. So I can maybe come in through this way. And I'm gonna, because you guys have seen all this, so we're flying through it.
Be you friend, or
There, we sped it up.
Moving.
Hey, we're definitely gonna get some goblins attacking us.
How'd you know?
Alright, that's a level 2 spell. Here you can see I have 2 level 2s and 4 level 1s. Alright, we hit him for 13.
Can't even catch my breath.
That's what I was looking for. The crack support beam. Ah. Well, if they were under it, it would actually do damage to them. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, Sanctuary.
On my way.
I will ascend. Look. Don't. On the move. This is your end. Fall before my time.
Jeez Louise. Alright. Alright, so the strategy with this bard thing is we can't attack the creatures, but you want to do buff spells. And I don't know if I did a good job of taking buff spells. I do have Bless, which, oh, it says will break active concentration, detect thoughts, but that's fine. We just can't attack a creature. But for now, we for sure have this.
These boots have seen everything.
So we get to bless multiple creatures.
Time to strike.
But they love going after Astarion, don't they?
Let's finish this.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Alright, I got my whole party in. So there we go, we healed everybody.
Shall we dance?
Okay, I don't want an attack of opportunity. See, we got to do extra damage.
I am fury. I am death.
That was excellent. Remember the trick I taught you? If you jump, you get a few extra movement points. Not enough, though. We can hide. I'm gonna go ahead and dash.
They're dying for me. All of them.
I don't know if I have anything left I want to cast at the moment. I do like if you take the time to read it before you cast it, it says it will break active concentration, bless. Same with that one. But see, this will be considered an attack on an enemy, even though I wasn't attacking an enemy, but still. But see, I could do this for an ally. It still heals them. So, see, that's the thing. You could just sit there and play your music like a real bard in any RPG. They can't hit you because you have the Arcane Sanctuary on. And you're literally just jamming your tunes, and because you have a hat, you're healing people. I mean, it's an awesome concept. Now, of course, I still have a primary action. I'm just afraid if I do this, it's considered attacking a creature. And I would probably have to save the game and test it out. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit end turn, because I don't want to lose my condition. And then I guess I got these two now being jerks. killed them.
I am fury. I am death.
Well, they really like picking on him, don't they?
Won't give in.
No, I'm out of healing spells. So you could argue, well, hey, maybe he should get into the fight. And I'm thinking that's right. So let's...
Hungry for the slaughter.
Victory awaits.
Time to push my luck again.
This feels good.
And there it is.
What's inside?
So now we find out that Lemp the Enlightened has a diary. So it's the Headband of Intellect. It sets everyone's intelligence score to 17. Now, the thing to understand is, whoever wears this gets to 17, but you can never raise it to 18. Because all it does is set it back to 17. I mean, it does literally what it says. And then, I don't know if I can sell the Warhorn, but that's what we would use to call him. And normally, I would design the game
Mind never quiet.
with the circlet in mind. Like, I had somebody that, you know, should wear this in mind, and I don't know who that should be. I'll give it to Astarion for now. Doesn't need it. And neither does she. She's already a 17.
Let's see.
And this is Mrs. Chicken and Pork. Right, we do have the all precious level up.
Where am I?
And
What's going on?
I'm gonna check something. Show you what I used to get my reference. So it's BG3. BG3 Fextra Life Cleric. So all I'm doing is I'm looking at, you know, what do they get? And you can see at level 1 they get this, at level 2 they get this, and then at level 3, and the one we chose is life. So level 1, level 2, and that's it. They don't get anything at 3. Yes, so it's just 2 levels that we're doing. So let's rock and roll. So yes, we are going to take Bard level 2. So we get the Jack of all trades. So we add half of our proficiency bonus to ability checks that we're not proficient in. We're going to get Song of Rest, so we get 1 extra short rest. That's always helpful. And then I get to grab a new spell. Or actually I get to replace a spell is what it's saying. No, I'm going to get to gain 1. See, this is actually a good one to have while I'm walking around, right? Because remember, I'm going to go into Sanctuary and I'm going to buff people. So here, it gives them 5 temporary hit points each turn. That's pretty good. Disguise Self is not horrible. Like, these attack spells are great, but you don't want them. Sure, we'll add that one. And then it lets us replace a spell if we want. I do like all those spells, especially that one. You could replace this one, but I don't know with what. Whoa, 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 whoa. I accidentally hit the escape key. Bad habits. Alright, we're gonna do that. Let's say I wanted to replace that one. No. I'm gonna... We're just gonna accept it like that. Alright, so we got our level 2 Bard. Rogue level 4. Okay, we get a new feat. And some hit points. There are a lot of things to choose from. The ability improvement is a big one. Now, I happen to have a spreadsheet where Sharpshooter was what I recommended, because I did this research ahead of time so I wouldn't be wasting all my time. Let's see what Sharpshooter is. Your ranged weapons do not receive penalties from high ground rules. Ranged weapon attacks with weapons you're proficient in have a -5 penalty to their attack roll, but deal an additional 10 damage. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's what we want. Alright, we gain another cantrip. Some of these are new to me. I don't remember this one at all. But, I don't remember that one either. This is not a horrible one when they're up close. Yeah, we're going to grab that one. And then we get 2 more spells. Misty Step is never horrible. That's a really nice one to have. Invisibility is good. There's a lot of good ones. We'll take invisibility and the Misty Step. Well, this is an interesting one. For the... I'm doing attribute and an attribute again. And then Warcaster. So let's look at Warcaster real quick. So you gain advantage when you have to maintain concentration. You can also use a reaction to cast Shopping Grass at a target moving out of melee range. That's really cool, actually. Not as cool as getting abilities improved. So we get 2 points. And put that up to 19. Now, one of the things, there's a lot of choices here, as you can see. But some of them will, and I don't know, right here, you can increase an ability by 1 to a maximum of 20, and then gain proficiency in that ability's saving throws. So if you pick intelligence, then you get proficiency in intelligence saving throws. And so, all I was trying to say is that you can sometimes get an attribute point bonus by taking something out of here. Right here, your charisma goes up by 1, and you get musical instrument proficiency. It's good, like if you're not a bard, to, you know, if you want to be able to play music. But anyways, I'm doing this, and I'm up to 19. We're at fighter level 4, and the feat I picked for this one is Savage Attack, and then Great Weapon next. So Great Weapon Master, if I land a critical hit, I can make another attack as a bonus action. And then also I deal an additional 10 damage, but I get a -5 to my attack roll. So that sounds awesome. So what's the Savage one? When making melee weapon attacks, you roll your damage dice twice and use the highest result. Oh my goodness. That is also good. Yeah, I understand the dilemma now. I'm going to choose Savage Attacker. I do agree that that should come first. Alright, there you have it. So now we can, with my bard, we do a short rest through that. I still have 2 more short rests there. And off we go. So what would we do next? Well, we could go back and kill those gnolls. We're high enough level to do that. We are high enough level to at least do the blacksmith area, if we want to go down there. The spider we can kill, but it is tricky, and it wouldn't hurt if we could get up another level. I just don't know if we will. But anyways, you heard me yawn. We're done for the night. It is way too late for a work night for me, but I'm having a good time. I do enjoy this game a lot. There's many hours left in this game, especially if I'm letting everybody talk all the dialogue and not hitting the spacebar to speed through it. Which is something I do, and it's been like everything in my bones to keep it going. It helps that it's all rusty, so it's like, oh yeah, that's what this conversation is. But anyways, I'm having a good time. I hope you're enjoying the playthrough, and as always, thanks for watching. Stay awesome.